My next guest and I are about to have a row on the set. Balancing life and work is a great challenge for busy moms, and the upcoming Young Mummy Diaries Muminar. Tell me what's it name?
Muminar.
Akilah, what's it name?
Muminar.
But you're telling me two different things.
Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Muminar.
Muminar.
Yes.
So why is that M-O-M?
Because that's mom. And yeah, you know, like we're Caribbean though.
I think we need to get on with the interview. Anyway, this Muminar is aimed at empowering women to take on the journey of motherhood. My guests now, Tamiann Young, founder of Young Mummy Diaries, and main speaker at the event, life coach, and whole heap of other things behind her name. Akilah Richards, founder of the life design agency and Execumama. I love that.
Yeah.
And you don't have to wonder how to pronounce it. So anyway, moving right along.
One more job.
How is it going, Tam? How is the Young Mummy Diaries going? You started this it's got to be like 3 years ago.
Oh, no.
2?
A year?
No way.
That's what, yeah.
And so many women have got involved because who knew that all these women were having all these issues of balancing work with life, with motherhood. And here comes Tamiann Young with a brilliant idea that has caught on like wildfire. And so you're developing on that. So how did you get to the point now where you said, let me go even further and get Akilah involved in this?
Facebook. So I'm on Facebook.
Good answer.
Yeah. So on Facebook, we have a mutual friend, or I have a friend who has a friend who is her friend on Facebook. But I was just kind of like getting updates from her. Her name is Akilah
Young.
And then she shares the same birthday as me. So naturally we just started talking, realized we had a mutual friend, Ken Reese, and then from there I was just reading her posts and reading some of the events she was working at, and to see Akilah and her work with Takia. So Takia does yoga and that type of thing.
Yoga and wellness.
Yoga and wellness. And then Akilah focuses on women, mothers. And I was looking for someone to do something. This was in the planning for a year now. Last year, it was planned up to the T, ready to come, didn't work out, but everything in its divine order.
Everything at the right time.
Exactly, divine
So
order.
tell me about your little niche now, Akilah, which apparently is not really a niche anymore. It's a big thing because lots of women need your help. You are about life design?
Yes, so I call myself a life design practitioner, which essentially, when we talk about life design, we talk about creating strategies for personal, professional, and emotional wellness. Because a lot of women, particularly mothers and entrepreneurs, we lose ourselves in motherhood. Like we neglect ourselves and we take a very reactive approach to our personal selves. So I feel like a part of my calling is to remind women and mothers how to prioritize ourselves as we nurture babies and businesses and all of these facets.
How did you get here?
A baby.
Your journey, yeah. One.
Yeah, well, now I have 2 daughters, 8 and 6, Marley and Sage. And I was pursuing a different thing. I was going to law school. That was my focus. I was working at a law firm, getting ready to go to law school. And when I became pregnant with Marley, I really had to face the reality that I wasn't doing the work that I was called to do. Like I was taking a very outside of myself approach to my life, following the steps. This is what you do, not being physically well, not being emotionally well. And I think becoming a mother, even before she was born, said to me, who do you want to be? How do you want to show up in the world? What is your day going to be like when this child is around, seeing that example? And that really started. I wrote a book about it and then wrote another book about it and started coaching, blogging. It just happened almost by me just being present, honestly. Yeah.
So that's what we need to do, huh? Just show up. Is that all we need to do?
Step one.
But step one is hard, though.
It is, and that's where the work comes in, because as you know, and as you know, just as moms in careers that have their demands, and you really have to stay centered so that you can check in with yourself, so that you're not sick and tired physically and emotionally before you start doing something about it. So my work is about integrating little wellness strategies throughout your day so that you don't look up and your hair is falling out and you've gained 100 pounds.
Yeah, let's not talk about the gain of weight. You're talking and Tammy is sighing. Because Tammy, you've been there. And I think many women now are more open to saying and admitting that it's hard.
Yes.
And that they've been there.
Yes.
No, we need help.
Right.
We need help. So tomorrow, Tam, tell us about some of the things that we're going to go through, and then Akilah can probably break it down a little more for us as to what are some of the things we can expect. So tomorrow at 6.
Tomorrow, well, yes, the cocktails is at 5:30, and the event itself kicks off at 6. And it's the Muminar, and it's titled Emotional Wellness for Busy Moms. At the Muminar, there's going to be a presentation where Akilah will do her very energetic and very engaging. So it's not sit down and and you say no. So Akilah can speak more, so that's very interactive. But also what we have, as I was telling you before, there is a 24/7 nanny. It's a company my friend just started, and she'll be there on site. And our main sponsor is Huggies. So Huggies has also partnered with her in that little area to have a little babysitting area. Because the truth is, I was looking at just how, in planning this event, how can you really be real to a mother? That even the time, I wish I could start a little later, but the reality is we want to get out there by a certain time, so moms get to do a cocktail half an hour for 5:30. They start at 6. We do the event, but then some moms, the reality is that where do you take your child?
Exactly.
Right. So you take them there if you have to. And we are encouraging moms to register early where that is concerned, and the email address and all that we can give later. But so we have a little babysitting lounge where Huggies is going to outfit it. You just come with your child. So you'll have diapers if it's that child that needs to be changed, and they're going to be into activities in there. You're going to have a clown. It's going to be really cool. Me just being there at some point. And then of course we have a beauty bar. So we have some persons coming out with makeup. There'll be makeup artists and stuff.
So you're giving the moms a little
They get a chance, 3 moms get a chance to win a mommy makeover.
Nice.
Lots of gifts and stuff and surprises, stuff happening. And we're going to do the mingle, because that was my first event. So at the end of it, everybody's going to want to meet Akilah.
Yeah.
So naturally, people are going to stand off and be like, hey, can you touch me? That type of thing, like,
you can tell the staff in the room.
Impart that knowledge.
I think we ought to tell you as well that Akilah is homegrown. You're one of ours.
I am.
You left here when you were 10.
I did.
Yeah. And you are now in Atlanta?
Yes,
where you are?
I'm
ATL?
based in the ATL right now. Yes, between ATL and here.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, we're glad to have you. Thank you, Tammy, for doing this. Tomorrow you can benefit from Akilah's wisdom in defining, designing, and living your best life. Whole heap of topics for women, for mothers, and for entrepreneurs. And for some of us, that's just one person. Right? Got it. There goes the information on screen. Thank you, Tammy. Have a great event tomorrow. It's 6 to 9, and it happons?
It happens at Devonshire.
And it's
Devon House, and it's
$1,500.
$1,500.
Okay.
So they should email youngmummydiaries@gmail.
Young Mummy.
YOUMGNG.
No, it can be M.
Did you just done me? It's YOUNGMUMMY and the word diaries@gmail, and that's also the Facebook name.
Is not happy right now.
He's actually taking the kids to school. So
Young,
thank God.
YOUMG. Thank you, folks. Akilah, was great meeting you. Same here. Thank you, Tam.
I'll see you there tomorrow.
Doing what you're doing. Yeah. Your sister can't manage my daughter, you know.
That's what you think.
Okay.
Do you know Shiloh?
She's 2.0, girl. All right. We're going to take a break, folks. When we come back, we've got more on Smile Jamaica. Stay